Alright, so this video is going to be on practice on solving rational equations. So we have this first one here. Go ahead and pause the video, try it on your own, and then come back. Alright, so now we will go over it. So the first step we want to do is we want to find our LCD. So I'm going to take my denominators, x, 5x squared plus 9x minus 6. Same thing for this one. All right, and before we find our LCD, we have to factor everything. So this first one, we can pull out a GCF of x. Then we're left with 5x minus 1. This second one factors to 5x minus 1, x plus 6. And this one is the same thing. So 5x minus 1, and x plus 6. All right, now we find our LCD. Remember, we start with the first one, bring it down, cross it off. None of these have an x, so we're good. Bring down the next one. We have 5x minus 1. Cross off here, cross off here, cross off here. Move to our next one, which is x plus 6. Cross off, cross off. All right, then there's our LCD. So our next step is to multiply through with our LCD. So we'll start with the first one. We're going to keep this in factored form. Makes it a little easier to cancel. So then we multiply by our LCD. All right, so these cancel here, cancel here, cancel, cancel. So we're left with this 1 and x plus 6. So we just have x plus 6 with 1. Second one, we have 10x over, keep it in factored form, 5x minus 1, x plus 6, multiply by our LCD. Okay, 5x minus 1's canceled, x plus 6 canceled. Forgot about that 10x there. Then we have our 10x times our x. So we have 10x squared for this one. And then our third one, we have negative 12x plus 9 over 5x minus 1, x plus 6. Multiply by our LCD. We get both of these to cancel here. Then we're left with our x. So we have x times negative 12x plus 9. Distribute our x in there, and we get negative 12x squared plus 9x. All right, so now that we canceled all of our denominators using the LCD, we plug everything back in and solve. So for this first one, we got x plus 6. For the second one, we have 10x squared. And then this is equal to our third one, which we got negative 12x squared plus 9x. All right, now we combine like terms. So I'm going to try to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to start by adding over 12x squared. So now I have x plus 6 plus 22x squared is equal to 9x. All right, I'm going to subtract 9x here, subtract 9x here. All right, so we have a 1 minus a 9, gives me a negative 8. So now we have negative 8x plus 6 plus 22x squared is equal to 0. Clear? I'm going to write this a little neater. 22x squared minus 8x plus 6 equals 0. All right, now we'll go to solve this. 22x squared minus 8x plus 6 equals 0. It doesn't look like factoring by reasoning is going to work, but since this is a quadratic, I'm going to try quadratic formula here, and we're going to have 8 minus square root 4 minus 4 2 6 over 4. Okay, now we'll simplify what's inside our radical here. So we get 8 plus or minus the square root of a negative 464 over 44. All right, we got to reduce this, and we definitely can't take the square root of a negative. So when we reduce it, we get 8 plus or minus 4i the square root of 29 over 44. But we can simplify this even further by simplifying this one with this one, this one. So the first one we can simplify by putting a 4 in. Well, let's first just divide by 2. So I should get 4 plus or minus 2i square root of 29 over 22. Okay, that makes it a little clearer. So now we can divide even further. So then we'll get 2 plus or minus just I square root of 29 over 11. There's our answer. All right, now we need to make sure this is an extraneous solution. So we go back up to our LCD. Well, 0, can't have 0, can't have a 1/5, can't have a negative 6. So our answer is none of those. So we know there's no extraneous solutions, and that's our answer. All right, we'll go to the next one. So take a look at this one, pause the video, go try it, and then come back. All right, welcome back. Now, first step is to always find our LCD. So our denominators are 9x squared minus 25, 3x plus 5, and 3x plus 5. All right, so first step, we need to factor everything. This one is squares, so we have 3x plus 5, 3x minus 5, and then we keep these the same. All right, now we find our LCD. Bring the first one down, we have 3x plus 5. Cross that out here, cross out, cross out. Bring the next one down, 3x minus 5. Cross out. All right, there's our LCD. Second step is to multiply through with our LCD. Start with the first one. Multiply by our LCD. These cancel here, cancel, cancel, cancel. We're left with 6x. Second one, we have 2 over 3x plus 5. Multiply by our LCD. Cancel here, cancel here. We're left with 2 times 3x minus 5. Distribute, we get 6x minus 10. Third one, we have 1 over 3x plus 5. Multiply by our LCD. Cancel here, cancel here. We're left with 3x minus 5. All right, now we just take these three and plug them back in and solve. So our first one, we got 6x. Our our second one, we're subtracting this one right here. And then it's going to be equal to 3x times 5. Be very careful with this negative. We have to distribute. So we have 6x minus 6x plus 10 is equal to 3x minus 5. Well, these cancel here. Then we have 10 is equal to 3x minus 5. Add 5. And then we have 15 is equal to 3x. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Get x is equal to 5. All right, now we need to check for extraneous solution. We're going to go up back to our LCD. Well, negative 5/3 would make this 0. 5/3 would make this one 0. None of our answers are that, so we know we're good. No extraneous solutions, and that's our answer.